Sure.
All right. Welcome, welcome. Whoops. I'm going to take a seat on my blocks here. Welcome to your prenatal yoga flow. Thank you so much for flowing with me this morning. So, for practice, I recommend if you have props, if you usually bring those, but even if you usually don't, you can bring a pair of blocks or maybe something in place of blocks, or maybe a pillow, blankets if you have them. And we're going to go ahead and start in a few. So do as you need to. So also I want to invite you to notice how you feel throughout practice. If there's anything that doesn't feel good for you, feel free to take breaks, make any adjustments as you need to. I'm simply your guide, but you have your own inner knowing, your own guide telling you what feels right and what doesn't. So please listen to that first and foremost. And we're going to do some grounding here as we start. So simply find yourself in that comfortable position, whatever that looks like for you. Make sure it's nice and comfortable. And if you'd like to keep your eyes open for a moment, just start to look around you, noticing the colors, noticing maybe the shapes, the smells, just noticing your surroundings. And as you feel comfortable, maybe start to close your eyes and draw your focus on your breath. Noticing the quality of your inhales and your exhales. So, the focus of our practice today will be drawing our attention to that inner knowing, our inner guide, and trusting in our bodies to know what to do. So, oftentimes, as we go through pregnancy or any major changes in our lives, we may get a little bit anxious, a little bit fearful, especially if it's the first time that we go through something. So we'll focus on just drawing attention to just trusting that our bodies are made to do this, letting go and surrendering to the changes that are taking course. So we'll do a little chant this morning, a sacred song that aligns to our theme this morning of trusting our inner guidance system. So I'll just translate it first and then we'll recite. You could follow along as you feel comfortable or simply just listen in. So this is called At Gure Name. It means illumination and protection. I bow to the primal wisdom. I bow to the wisdom through the ages. I bow to the true wisdom. I bow to the great unseen wisdom. So I'll go ahead and recite. At Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Guru Deve Name. At Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Guru Deve Name. At Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Guru Deve Name. One more time. At Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Guru Deve Name. We'll do Om body feels, following the natural flow of our breathing. We'll do a pranayama exercise here. So I invite you to take your hands on your belly, connecting with baby. Or if that doesn't feel comfortable, feel free to take any other positions with your hands. Maybe your eyes stay closed if that feels comfortable for you. We'll do a 3-part yogic breath. As we inhale, follow the breath in through the belly, your ribs, and your heart, the top of your chest. And as you exhale, follow your breath at your heart, your ribs, and down into the belly. And again, inhale through the belly, the ribs, and the heart. And exhale through the heart, your ribs, and down the belly, setting the breath all through the lower body. And again, deep inhale through the belly, the ribs, the top of your chest. And exhale in the heart, the ribs, and the belly. And keep continuing with the breath at your own pace. And just one more deep inhale. And a deeper exhale. And maybe you take your hands together, taking them in front of your heart. I welcome you to set an intention for your practice. Maybe that's aligning yourself to your intuition, your inner guidance, and trusting within yourself, and trusting in your body to know what to do. And slowly you can blink your eyes open, taking in the space around you, noticing the vibrancy of the colors. And you can start to open your arms out to the sides, your palms facing out, opening through your heart. And then take your palms, one hand on your heart, and take the other hand and take it in front of, or stacking it on top of that other hand. Your elbows out to the sides. Inhale to lengthen your spine up. And as you exhale, we're going to turn the chest gently over towards the right. And slowly, next breath, come back to center. And then turn your chest to the left, open to the left. And then slowly come back to center. And we'll do that again. Open your chest to the right, keeping your sits bones grounded into the floor or into your blocks. And then slowly come back to center and other side. And then slowly come back to center. This time, maybe you extend your right arm out to the side, radiating through the fingertips. And slowly come back to center. Rest your hand on your chest. And the other side, extend the left arm out to the side as you open your chest. Come back to center. And then again, open, left arm or right arm open. Hug back into center and other side, breathing. Maybe with each turn, maybe you come into an inhale and exhale as you come back to center. We'll do one more side. Inhale, or one more set. Radiate maybe positive energy through the fingers. Come back to center on your exhale and inhale as you open turn towards the left. Radiate energy through the fingertips and come back to center. Beautiful. Let's start to open the arms once again. Reach your chest open, nice and wide, and slowly give yourself a hug. Let's take the right arm under the left, and then go ahead and just wrap your arms around you, grabbing hold of the shoulder blades, stacking the elbows on top of each other. Breathe into that space behind the chest, breathing through the back of your lungs. And slowly, we're going to lift the hands so that the forearms are wrapping, taking the palms to touch. Eagle arms, Garudasana. So the elbows lift so that they're in line with the shoulders. And then feeling that opening to behind the chest, opening the back of your heart. And slowly, as you inhale, unravel your arms, extend your arms out to the side. And we'll take that, again, the hug again. So wrap your arms, this time taking the left arm under the right. Go ahead and start with wrapping the shoulder blades. Grab hold of the shoulder blades back behind you. Just give yourself a hug. Yep. Stacking the elbows. And now maybe it's take the hands, so wrapping the forearms, taking the palms together, maybe interlacing the fingers, maybe the elbows about in line with the shoulders here. Just creating that opening along the upper back. And next inhale, unravel your arms, extend the arms out to the sides. Next inhale, bring the arms up towards the ceiling. And then take your palms together, interlace your fingers. And go ahead and take your palms at the back of your head so that the elbows are wide. Now gently press the back of your head into your palms, and the palms pressing lightly against your head. And then slowly, maybe start to lift your chest up towards the ceiling. Create a gentle back bend. So again, that back of your head pressing against the palms. You feel an opening across the chest and your arms, the shoulders. They feel this opening. And slowly come back to a neutral spine. Keep the elbows wide. The next inhale, start to lift the left elbow up, taking a side bend. So start to lean towards the right. Nice. So pressing the sit bones into the earth. Next inhale, come back to center and start to lean to the other side. So lift the right elbow up. It's creating some opening to the sides of our waist, lateral movements. And then one more time each side. So come back to center and then start to lean to the right. And then slowly come back to center. And then other side, lean towards the left. And then slowly come back to center. And then release your grip, extend the arms out wide. And lower your arms down by your sides. And you give yourself a little shoulder shrug, taking the shoulders up and back behind you. Yeah, maybe roll out your neck. Do whatever feels comfortable for you. Maybe take the shoulders, move them into the other direction. Beautiful. Let's start to come onto the mats. So if you have props, you can take them onto the side. We're going to come into a tabletop position. So if you have blocks, maybe take them to the front of your mat within reaching distance. And then come to all fours or tabletop. So we're going to stack the wrists underneath the shoulders, your knees under the hips. We'll start with some cat and cow, Marijasana. So as you inhale, lower your belly, widen across your chest, gently tilt your tailbone up. And as you exhale, push your palms down, hug your navel in, round your back. And inhale, belly lowers, push the palms down. And exhale, round, pull the navel in. And again, inhale, belly lowers. And exhale, lower, round your back. And start to inhale once again, belly lowers. And exhale, round. Then come into a neutral spine, neutral position. On your next breath, start to extend your right leg back behind you. So you're on the toes of your right foot. Pull the right heel back. Hug your navel in, so gently encouraging the belly to come in towards the spine. Next, inhale, maybe lift the right leg up. So lift from the inner thigh so that your toes point down. Actively press the palms, lengthen your chest forward, and keep pulling the right heel back behind you. Maybe this is where you stay, or you might extend your left arm forward, reaching left fingertips forward, core engaged, and pulling the right heel back. Take another breath, maybe stretch a little bit longer. Nice, and slowly release your left hand and your right knee back into the earth. Other side, extend your left toes back behind you. So you're on the toes, pulling the right heel back. You feel that in your calf muscle. Now start to next inhale, lift the left leg up. Pull the left heel back. Actively press the palms and your right shin into the earth. Maybe this is where you stay, or if you did so on the other side, you might extend and reach your right arm forward. So here we're lengthening the spine in opposite directions. Actively reach left fingertips forward as the left heel pulls you back. Keep breathing, take another inhale. And as you exhale, release your right hand down and left knee back into the earth. Start to walk your hands forward, just a few inches past your shoulders. Start to curl your toes under. And we're just going to shift the hips back over the heels, lengthen your chest forward. And be mindful of making room for baby. So if you need to, open the knees wider. Maybe you don't fold as far. Maybe you stay more lifted. Draw your awareness back to your breath. And then slowly shift your chest up. We're going to come into downward facing dog. So grip through your palms, spread the fingers, keep the toes curled under, and start to lift your knees and hips up and back. Stretch in the back of your legs. Draw the heels towards the earth. Maybe take a little movement here. And as you need to, maybe to step the feet wider. Maybe the hands are wider. Maybe pedaling, bending, and straightening each leg one at a time. Allow your head and neck to relax. And then keeping your feet parallel to one another, start to walk your hands in towards your feet. So taking your time, walking the hands into the back of the mat. Take a generous bend into the knees as you need. As you inhale, take your hands lightly to your shins or maybe your thighs as you lengthen your chest forward. And as you exhale, fold in maybe the fingertips to the floor, or maybe you keep your hands at your shins. And then again, inhale, lengthen your chest forward, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, forward fold. And then once more, inhale, lengthen your chest forward. And then take your hands to your hips, push your feet down into the earth, and lift all the way up to stand. Beautiful. Standing tall in mountain pose. Relax your arms down by your sides. Give yourself enough space. Maybe the feet are at hips distance apart. Palms facing forward. Let's take a walk to the front of the mat. So standing tall in mountain pose. Ground down through your feet. Find that connection with Mother Earth. So spread the toes. Feel all four corners of your feet pressing down. Kneecaps lift. Engage the thighs, the quadriceps. Lift. Hug belly in. Widen across your chest. And the palms face forward. Take your palms together in front of your heart. Maybe draw your awareness back to your intention. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, lower your arms down by your sides. Next, inhale, reach your arms out and up. And as you exhale, take a forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Take your time and release your fingertips to the floor, or maybe your fingers reach to your blocks. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward. You can always keep the bend in your knees. And exhale, fold. Push your feet down, rise all the way up to standing. Reach your arms out and up. And exhale, bring it into your heart. Nice. And again, gentle sun, half sun salutation A. Inhale, arms reach out and up. And exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Uttanasana, fingertips to the floor or maybe to your block. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward. And exhale, fold. Once more, push your feet down, rise all the way up, nice and tall, reach up. And exhale, bring it into your heart. Nice. Inhale, extend your arms out and up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold. Now, if you have blocks, then you take your hands on blocks. Release, take your hands grounding or to the floor. Step your left foot back behind you. And just pause here, making sure you have enough space for your belly. Maybe heel to your right foot to the right. Pull the left heel back and lower your left knee down to the floor. Uncurl your back toes. If your left knee is a little bit sensitive, maybe you take a blanket or a pillow underneath your left knee. And then stay here, just pause, lifting your chest, and then take your time as you walk your hands onto your right thigh, push against your thigh to lift your chest all the way up. Be mindful of the knees here, so that especially the right knee should be stacked above the right ankle. And on your next breath, maybe you reach your arms up towards the ceiling. If you're feeling unstable, you can always keep your hands at your hips. Actively press the right heel into the earth, and the left shin grounds you down to the floor. Keep lengthening your spine up. And as you exhale, release your right arm at your side. Reach your left arm up and take a side bend, leaning over towards the right. Actively press the right heel into the earth, firm your outer right hip in, and your left shin presses into the earth. Nice. Slowly come back up to center, both arms lift. And as you exhale, hinge forward and release your hands down to the floor or maybe to your blocks. We're going to shift the hips back, Coming into half split pose or half Hanuman. So we're gonna lengthen the right leg, bring the flex the right toes, and I welcome you to adjust the blocks as you need to. So maybe you bring the blocks higher, flex the right toes, and hug that right leg in towards your right hip socket. Keep lengthening your chest forward and stay as lifted as you feel comfortable. Or maybe begin to hinge forward and fold over the right leg. But just be mindful of creating as much space as you need. So maybe you stay more lifted here. And then slowly rebend your right knee, place the right foot into the earth. And just stay on the fingertips here, lift your chest, and we'll just add some dynamic movement here. So slowly shift your hips back, coming back to half splits pose. Maybe walk the blocks forward. And slowly rebend the right knee, shift forward, place your right foot into the earth. Nice. And again, shift back, half split. And then rebend the right knee, place the base of your foot into the floor, low lunge. Maybe take the blocks back to the medium height if you adjusted them. Make sure they're nice and stable if your hands are on the blocks. Curl your left toes under, and then lift your left knee away from the floor. Lengthen your chest forward, left heel pulls back, and then gently, you're gonna step the left foot up to meet the right. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward, and exhale, fold. Push your feet down, rise all the way up to stand, arms reach out and up. And exhale, bring your hands in front of your heart. Nice. Inhale, arms lift. And exhale, fold, hinge forward, bend your knees as you need to. Inhale, hands to your shins or your thighs, lengthen forward. And exhale, fold. Release your hands down, maybe to your blocks. You're gonna step the right foot back to all the way to the back of your mat. And just pause here. So pulling that left hip back, or outer left hip pulls in and back. Pull the right heel back behind you. And now gently lower your right knee down to the floor, pat it as you need to, and you can uncurl the back toes. Take your time, walking your hands onto your left thigh, push against your thigh, lift your chest all the way up. Now be mindful here, as through pregnancy, your hips can be a little bit more flexible with that relaxin hormone. So try not to go as far deep as you normally would, maybe 60, 70% of the way there. And as you need, or as you feel comfortable, maybe you reach your arms all the way up. Relaxing your shoulders. Keep breathing. And as you inhale, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, lower your left arm down at your sides. Reach up with the right arm and lean over towards the left. Again, encouraging that lateral movement, lengthening across the right side as you actively press your left heel into the earth and the right shin down. And slowly, next inhale, lift both arms up to center. And as you exhale, shift forward, release your hands, maybe to your blocks. And slowly shift your hips back and lengthen your left leg to any degree. So maybe you keep a generous bend, or maybe you straighten a little bit more. And again, be mindful of creating as much space as you need to, and adjust your blocks as what is necessary for your body today. So maybe that's taking the blocks higher, flexing the left toes in towards you, lengthening your chest forward. And then slowly rebend the left knee, your chest lifts back to your low lunge. And then slowly shift back, coming into your half split. And then again, back to low lunge, chest lifts up. And on your exhale, shift back, lengthen your left leg. And one more, inhale, rebend. And exhale, fold and lengthen your left leg. Good, now let's rebend the left knee. Place your foot down to the floor. Adjust your blocks so they're nice and stable underneath your hands. Curl your right toes under. Lift the right knee away from the floor. Keep looking forward. Now we're going to gently shift forward, step the right foot up to meet the left. Taking as many steps as you need to. Inhale, lengthen forward, and exhale, forward fold. I'm going to take chair pose. So feet hip distance apart here. You're going to bend the knees, shift your hips back. I'm going to start with the hands in front of the heart. So shifting the weight back into your heels. Your hands can stay in front of you, or maybe you start to extend your arms forward and up. So keeping the length through the spine, we're powering up the strength of our legs here, quadriceps, shins, the calf muscles. Keep breathing. And slowly push your feet down, rise all the way up to stand. And as you exhale, bring your hands together in front of your heart. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going to lower the arms down by our sides, keeping the right foot firmly planted. We're going to step the left foot back behind us. And that back foot is at a sharp angle. And we're going to bend into the right knee. So making sure that their feet are not crossed. So maybe heel toe your right foot to the right so that both hips are facing forward. The left ribs and the right ribs are facing straight forward in front of you. You can keep your hands at your hips, or you might extend your arms up towards the ceiling. This is Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. So we're lunging into the right knee, but again, being mindful not to go too far in. Keep breathing. Now we're going to open the arms out to the sides, and we're going to wrap the right arm under the left, back to our eagle arm. Right arm under left, stacking the elbows, and your elbows about in line with the shoulders. So creating, again, that space to the back of the heart. Keep breathing. And then slowly unravel the arms, extend your arms out to the sides, and bring the arms up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, bring your hands in front of the heart, and shift forward, step the left foot up to meet the right, back to Tadasana. Chair pose, bend your knees, shift your hips back, arms up, or maybe the hands in front of your heart. And exhale, push your feet down, rise all the way up to standing, and slowly bring your hands in front of the heart. All right, and then lower your arms down by your sides. Other side, keep your left foot grounded into the earth. Step the right foot back behind you. So the back foot is turned in enough so that your chest is facing forward. And we're gonna bend into the left knee. Make sure that you're engaging your core muscles, hugging belly in. And then maybe you reach the arms all the way up. Chest is forward. Relax your shoulders. Take another inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, open the arms out wide to the sides. And this time we'll take the left arm under the right. Garudasana, eagle arms. Elbows in line with the shoulders. Keep breathing. Nice work, nice breath, in and out through the nose. And slowly unravel the arms, extend the arms out to the sides, and bring your arms up towards the ceiling. Bring your hands in front of the heart. Step the right foot up to meet the left. Chair pose, bend the knees, sink the hips low, arms up. And this time as you exhale, forward fold, release your hands down, maybe to your blocks or maybe the floor. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward. And exhale, fold. We're gonna step back into a plank and then just release down the knees, release your knees down into the floor, coming back to all fours. So we're gonna face the center of the mat or face the wide edge of your mat. So we're gonna stand on the knees. So I'd recommend if you have your blocks, which you do, great. You're gonna place your blocks in front of you. Go ahead and stand up on the knees. We're gonna step the right foot out to the side. And your toes can face, actually the toes can face slightly outward so that your heel is about in line with your front knee, with the knee that you're standing on. And your hands can stay at the hips to start. So lengthen the spine, pressing the left shin down. And then slowly inhale, arms lift up. And as you exhale, lower your right arm out down to the side. Reach your left arm up and over towards the right. And then slowly, you're gonna lower down in front of you, come to center and take your hands onto your blocks. And then gently walk your left hand out to the side and extend and reach your right arm up and over. Yeah. Just open your chest here, maybe look up. And then slowly come back to center. Take your hands back forward in front of you. And then take your hands onto your hips and lift up. So you can keep your knee bent, or maybe you straighten that leg all the way. Your toes pointed down towards the floor. So notice what works. You can always keep the knee bent or straighten the leg or keep a slight bend into the knees. We'll do that again. So inhale, reach your arms out and up. You're gonna lower the right arm out to the side. Extend and reach your left arm up and over. Creating again that side stretch, lengthening across the left rib. And slowly continue to roll your chest forward. Release your hands down to your blocks. Nice, and then walk your hands over to the side. And then reach your right arm up and open your chest. Beautiful. And then slowly release your right hand down. Walk your hands back to center, maybe onto the blocks. Take your time as you walk your hands back to your hips. And we'll do that one more time, 3 times the charm. Inhale, arms reach out and up. And as you exhale, lower your right arm down, reach left arm up and over. Continue to roll your chest down, lower your hands in front of you. And then take your hand, walk over to the side. Reach your left arm up and open your chest. Nice. Slowly release your hand back down, walk your hands back to center. And then slowly lift yourself all the way up, hands to hips. Beautiful. Now let's take that right knee back down into the earth. We'll move into the other side. So yeah, you can always take your hands down and then extend let's start with the bent knee. Start with that left knee out to the side. Again, that foot is about in line with the standing knee. Hands to the hips. This is gate pose. Next, inhale, let's lift the arms out and up. As you exhale, release the left arm down. Reach up and over to the left. Continue to roll your chest down. Take your time, walking your hands down, maybe to your blocks of the floor. And then walk your hand out to the side and reach your left arm up to the side and open your chest. Nice and slowly you roll back down, release your left hand to the floor, come back to center, and then walk your hands to your hips, rise back up. Now, choice here, you can keep your knee bent or maybe you straighten that leg out to the side. And again, inhale, arms reach out. Exhale, lower your left arm down, reach up and over to the left. And slowly lower down to center. And walk your right hand out to the side. Reach your left arm over and up. Spiral the ribs open. And as you exhale, lower back down, back to center. And then walk your hands back to the hips and lift up. Once more. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, take that left arm down, reach right arm up and over. Lower down, release the hands down to the floor. And then walk out to the side, take the right hand out to the side and reach your left arm overhead, open. And slowly, as you exhale, lower down, walk the hands in front of you. And let's stay here to take the your left knee down into the earth. And then take your hands onto your hips. Beautiful. Now we are going to, actually, let's take the hands back. We're going to come into standing. So you can step your feet. You can use the blocks here as you need to. Step your feet onto the mat. And we're going to take the hands to the hips and rise all the way up. Nice. Beautiful. Let's start with the wide stance here. Heels in, toes out. Bend your knees, coming into a squat. So again, be mindful of the hips. So don't go as far deep as you normally would for your practice. Maybe take it 60, 70% of the way there. And your toes out at an angle. I'm going to open the arms, goddess squats. And we're going to create circular motion. So create fists with your hands and take circular motions with your wrists. Nice. So we're going to slowly lower the hips and then straighten the legs up. Lower the hips down and then lift. And keep that movement of creating an active meditation here. So keep that movement. Maybe close your eyes. And I invite you to move intuitively here. To be mindful of your breath. Keep moving through the wrists and the hips. Maybe even take horse-lips breath. So relaxing the jaw. And keep going. So that relaxing of the jaw will help with relaxing the pelvic floor. Keep moving, keep breathing. And doing any other movements of your hips here that might feel good for you. Moving intuitively. Beautiful. Just one more breath. All right, come to stand, relax your arms. Maybe bring parallel the feet, bring your hands to your hips. And let's slowly turn to face the top of the mat, standing in Tadasana. Just stand here, maybe bring the palms together in front of your heart. Bring your awareness back into your intention, maybe inner guidance, the third eye, knowing that your body knows what to do. Our bodies were made for this. And slowly, next inhale, reach your arms out and up. And as you exhale, slowly hinge forward. Relax your hands down, maybe to your blocks. And step back and lower your knees onto the floor. We're going to take a seat. So slowly lower, actually, let's go, stay on the knees, let's stay in child's pose. Let's open the knees wide, just take a moment, bring your big toes to touch. Notice if you need more space, opening the knees, arms to be forward, or you can also take your arms out to the sides, or relax the elbows in front of you and lower your forehead towards the floor. Taking a few breaths here to cool down. Being mindful of your breath. Breathe into the expansion of your back and the hips. And then slowly lift your chest up. We're going to now take a seat. You can roll your legs over to the side and then take the soles of your feet together. I'll take Supta Baddha Konasana. So I'll take the soles of the feet together, knees apart, and I welcome you to use blocks here as you need, taking the blocks underneath your thighs and your knees. And then slowly walk your back onto the floor. So using the help of your hands to ease your way down, all the way down to the floor, relaxing the shoulders. Maybe you place your hands on your belly. You might take the Yoni Mudra, creating a triangle with your thumb and your index finger, and then just place that at your low belly, if that feels comfortable for you. Again, drawing your focus to your third eye. Bringing your awareness to your guidance system. And as we calm and settle our minds, we're able to listen, feeling our way into this experience, letting go of any negative thoughts, choosing to think positively. And coming back to that 3-part breath as you inhale, breathing in through your belly, your ribs, into your heart. And exhale on the heart, your ribs, your belly. And continue that breath, deeply breathing in and out your nose. And take one more deep inhale, filling all the way to the top. And deep exhale, let it out, maybe sigh out through your mouth. And gently take your hands to the outsides of your knees to help bring your knees in towards each other. And gently hug your knees in. We're going to roll over to the left side, coming into fetal pose. Then push yourself up and come into a comfortable seated position. So maybe that Sukhasana pose, and maybe sitting on a block as you feel comfortable. And we're going to come into a meditation. So getting yourself to lengthen your spine, relax the shoulders down. Maybe you close your eyes or soften your gaze. Maybe the palms connecting on your knees and getting a grounding connection with your body. Or if you feel comfortable, maybe the palms facing up towards the ceiling in alignment with receiving or opening. Do the So Hum meditation. I am that. And this is used to still the mind and reconnect the being with the abundant existence. This mantra reminds us that we are beyond the stories and limiting beliefs created by the mind to keep us separate. That which is stillness, peace, bliss, and radiance. So I offer you this to help with connecting with your breath. So connect with the rhythm of your natural breath here. Noticing your inhales, riding right into your exhales. So as you inhale, silently within yourself, chant so. And as you exhale, silently within yourself, chant hum. Continue as you breathe in, so. And as you breathe out, hum. Continue to breathe and silently chant to yourself as your soul reconnects with its true essence, bliss. And take one more deep breath here, inhaling, and a deep exhale out. Come back to your natural rhythm of your breath. And we'll come back to that sacred chant at Gure Name. Feel free to listen in or maybe join in with the chant at Gure Name. At Gure Name, Jugat Gare Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Guru Deve Name, At Gure Name, Jagat Nure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Guru Deve Name, At Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Guru Deve Name. One more time. At Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Jat Sat Gure Name, Siri Guru Deve Name. And we'll do Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I welcome you to take your palms together in front of your heart, drawing your awareness back to your intention, your inner guidance, trusting in your body, allowing yourself to think positively and allow that to radiate to your entire body, knowing that our bodies know what to do when the time is right. And slowly bow your forehead in with gratitude. Namaste.
Namaste.
Beautiful job. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.
You are welcome. I will stop the recording.